right now, just give us a quick, hey, Lim, you're awesome, like I always love, and Bill, you're awesome. I want to hear that too. Let us know that we can see you because you might have questions later on. So let's see who's out there. Do we have any questions coming in yet, Bill?
Good
Want to make sure you
evening.
check that.
Everybody's just typing good evening.
Oh yes,
Stuff.
yes.
Guys, we're pumped.
That's amazing. Okay, well, I won't waste any more time. Hey, guys, I want to thank all of you for showing up tonight. I know you could have been doing anything else but this, but I want to make sure that I let you know that we appreciate you. We always do. Now, right now, I want to ask you to do one thing. Please get rid of your cell phone, get rid of your dogs, Penny, get rid of all the other things that's going to distract you right now, your wife, your sister, your brother, your significant other. You know those who nag you sometimes. It's time for you to get rid of them because you're about to change your life tonight. So if you are looking for a breakthrough tonight in your business, then you are at the right place. You know, I always say note takers are money makers, but tonight, y'all, action takers are going to rule the world, baby. Bill, I'm feeling this, man. So if this is you, then I want you to stick with us to the end because we're going to have something special for you. Because, you know, that's truly where the journey begins at the end of this webinar, guys. So without further ado, I want to bring on a very special guest. He was on Cup of Joe. He did some amazing things there. He's a God-loving man. He's on a mission to change the world. He truly cares about your success. So I want you to sit back and relax and listen to everything that Emmanuel K. David has to offer. Emmanuel, are you on?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Woo, man, we're doing great. We're doing great. So glad you're on here tonight, man. Really appreciate you coming on.
Oh, yeah, no, it's an awesome time to come on. And just last time on the Cup of Joe, we had some amazing time there. And I know people were really just excited and really wanting to learn some great things. So tonight's going to be an exciting time. I'm super ready. What about you guys? Are you guys out there ready? You guys excited?
I know they're excited. They've been bothering me all day, man. I got people right now saying, is there going to be a replay? I'm like, no, the replay is right now. Get on. Right now. Because you never know what's going to happen. And you need to be on right now. I should send out a note right now to all our people. Get on now. You might be missing something. Anyway, go ahead, Emmanuel K. David. Take it away, brother.
All right, well, Lem and Bill, again, it's a good time to be on tonight. I know that last time when we were on, we're really discussing some preliminary ideas of how people can really generate a high level of income working with local clients. But since we only had like about an hour last time on a Cup of Joe, and I was getting a little bit into my story, I can't really give you guys kind of the shifts, the 5 main shifts that I personally use to start landing high-ticket clients. So the game plan for tonight is to really lay it out, the 5 steps to landing $5,000 to $15,000 a month SEO or local clients contracts and getting paid that way like clockwork. And so I termed this title tonight, the Instant High-Ticket Clients. So just to get a feel of things out there, who is interested or who is really kind of excited to learn about how to generate these high-ticket clients? Give me a yes, or I'm ready, ready to go, and just want to see how you guys are going out there. You guys are so pumped. Exactly. This stuff is it's life-changing, really. And awesome. Yes, ready. Awesome, guys. Well, Bill and Lem, what I want you guys to do is really just to hop in anytime you feel, you want to kind of, give your take on certain things and kind of really make this more interactive. Or if not, I'm just going to keep going. How's that sound?
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
Pen and paper ready? I'm ready too.
Ready.
So.
Awesome. People are saying I'm willing to trade to get into my $15,000 a month, and that could be just one client. Okay, so guys, welcome once again, and my name is Emmanuel K. David. It's really an honor and a privilege to get to know Bill and Lem. These guys, we both, after talking for a while, we have some great common values, and today I really want to help you guys get to a point where you don't have to worry about when your next paycheck is going to come. Okay, so to start, I want to ask you guys this question. Okay, who here, okay, would want to start landing $5,000 to $15,000 clients where they would come to you instead of you chasing them? Okay, and who wants to have clients where they appreciate your work, they respect you and they see you as the authority, and they don't bug you about, silly ranking reports or, what kind of weekly performance you've done and that kind of deal. Who wants to be in that kind of position, to land those clients and not be bugged with those, all those kind of things?
Woo, I better be saying all kinds of yeses. There we go. Preach. Yes, yes, yes.
Exactly. Well, guys, that because if for those of you who all of you are saying yes, okay, that is good news for you, because tonight what we're going to do, I'm really excited because I'm going to be revealing to you the exact 5 steps that I personally use to make multiple 6 figures in just 1 year with high-paying local clients while working way less hours. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do this, basically on a step-by-step 5-step level. Okay, and so I really only have about 45 minutes to spend with you today in terms of this portion of the content. So I'm just going to dive right into actionable content and showing you some checks. Okay, so guys, let me ask you another question. Okay, just to inspire you a little bit. Okay, what will your life be like if you start landing checks like these? Okay, like this one, this local clients who pay me $5,000. Now, where I am in Canada, there's actually a 13% sales tax, so what I actually get is $4,500. So just want to be transparent with you guys, okay? How would your life change if you start landing local client checks like this, $5,000, and on the $5,000, this one I actually get $5,000 because after 13% tax is $5,650. Post-dated checks, and some of these you don't even have to have any kind of rankings or any kind of properties on Google yet, but you can start cashing these checks month after month, and your clients won't be bugging you, and you'll be getting checks like this. Okay, this I use actually Stripe, which is another payment collector like PayPal. And what I want to bring you guys' attention to is this date right here. Now, if you can see it, it actually says June 29, 2015, and that means yesterday. Okay, so guys, I want to ask you a question. How many of you have got like courses or heard gurus talk about something that worked like maybe like 3 years ago, and it didn't work for them anymore, and so now they bring it out and they try to teach people to do something that doesn't work anymore? How many of you have kind of been into situations like that where it's like people are talking about the past? Okay, exactly, guys. So guys, this is not something that is like 3 years ago. This is something that I processed a payment yesterday. So my question to you is, this is something that's working, and if you can start landing clients like these that are not paying you like $400, $500 a month, but paying you $5,000, or even these checks $15,000 per month. As you can see, this is this year. This is recent stuff. Okay, so how would you guys want to start charging these premium pricing for your SEO service month after month? Have I at least inspired you a little bit here? Let me know. I mean, is this inspiring to you guys? Are you guys getting excited yet?
I'm hooked.
Yes, man. Yes.
Sure, then. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I mean, this is the deal, guys. Because what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna walk you through exactly those 5 steps that I personally use to land these high-ticket clients. And if you literally just follow these steps, you can get to those as well. And let me ask you a question. How will your life change when you start landing clients like this? Can you imagine when you start getting maybe just one client at $5,000 a month, another client at $10,000 a month, maybe even like this one, like mine, $15,000 a month? High-ticket clients, then this is for you. So just to get a feel of the crowd here, how many of you are actually in this position where you're working with local clients, or at least you're looking to get local clients so that you can start charging them fees and getting paid a fee for that? How many of you are looking to do that? Okay, awesome, guys. Awesome. Awesome. So this is who this is for. Okay, so awesome. Yup, yes. Okay, guys. So in the next 45 minutes, okay, this is going to be for you guys, okay? I'm going to show you in the next 45 minutes how to turn your online marketing, SEO, or local lead generation expertise into a 5 to 6 figure monthly income, even if that seems like a ridiculous number to you right now. Okay, guys? But if you just stick with me, okay, for the next 45 minutes or so, okay, you're going to realize that I'm not going to be showing you theories. I'm not going to be showing you these guesswork that these gurus talk about. I'm going to be showing you exactly what works now, what I do, how I land these high-end ticket clients, and how you can do the same. Sounds good? and guys, when you learn how to do this, you will not have to worry about where you're going to get new local clients. You can get the exact clients you want when you want them at the price you want. Okay, you never have to just hope you get a referral this month so you can put money on the put food on the table, and because you're going to know where the business is going to come from month after month after month. Now, wouldn't that be awesome if you don't have to be at that place where you're just wondering what's going to happen next month? Wouldn't that be awesome, guys? And so, I mean, wouldn't you want to start living your life like that and running your business, knowing where your paycheck's going to come from, right, guys? Because this is really important, right? And so, in the next 45 minutes, okay, I'm going to tell how am I going to get you to do that. Okay, I'm going to show you practically how it's done to do all of this and start landing these high-ticket clients. I'm going to show you how to command a premium price point and stop selling your local marketing service or SEO service or even your time for anything less than $2,000 per month per client, so you can move as quickly as possible into the 3K, 5K, 10K, 15K per month or higher clients. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to show you how to use a secret weapon, okay, that puts money in your pocket immediately. Instead of you waiting 3 to 4 months, before your sites get ranked, before your videos get ranked. And I'm also going to show you how to do all of this without, buying more PBNs, setting them on different hostings and outsourcing hundreds of articles, paying VAs, doing social bookmarking, or buying the next shiny object syndrome software or anything like that, okay? So a lot of what I'm going to teach you right now, guys, is really going to set you free and streamline the process of getting new, high-paying, and low-maintenance clients so that they just come to you over and over and over again at a price point that you want to have, okay, without you doing a lot of extra work. It's some really, really powerful stuff, okay, guys? So I know I've kind of given you an overview of what we're going to be doing today, guys. So what I want to tell you right now is my promise to you for tonight, okay? In a nutshell, this is my promise to you today, okay? I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step strategy to get you to 5 to 6 figures per month with local SEO clients. And like I said, even if that number seems totally unattainable to you right now, okay, just trust me and commit to sticking with me for the next 45 minutes or so, and the information that you're going to learn is totally and radically going to change the way you look at your business, okay? And it's going to demystify the process of what you would have to do to take your business to the 20, 50, or even 100 grand a month, whatever your income goal is. Okay, guys? Does that sound cool? Because, and by the way, guys, if you stay till the end, okay, and Bill and Lemma remind me, when they stay with me till the end, I'm going to let you guys know about I'm going to let you guys know about a bonus at the very end, how you can get everything I talked about here, because I'm going to be revealing to you those 5 steps. So you don't have to worry about taking notes or anything like that. Everything's going to be written down. You can just get back to it. Okay, so if you stay committed till the very end, I'm going to show you how you can get that. Okay, guys, so without further ado, let me ask you this as I start this. Does this sound like you? Okay? Do you have some months where cash just pours into your business with local SEO clients or local clients, but you just can't seem to maintain them? Are there some months where things are just on fire, right? But you can't seem to maintain it for the long haul, right? Do you start out every month wondering where the clients and sales are going to come from? I mean, you know you need business, right? You know you need new clients, but you just have no idea how they're going to find you, and you just have to hope that those people show up so they can make money and put food on the table for your family. And sorry, guys, I just realized I didn't click on that slide. Now, thirdly, do you secretly know that your marketing or your SEO service is worth way more than what you're charging right now, but you're afraid that if you raise your prices, that no one will raise them or no one will pay them? Does that sound like you? Okay. A few more things, guys. Do you see other people doing local marketing who are really making the kind of income that you want, and you just have no idea how they're doing it, and it's just really, really frustrating? Are you guys working way too hard in your business? I mean, too many hours, burning yourself out, maybe even, neglecting your family? Or do you feel like SEO or the ever-changing algorithm is just really the enemy? It's a threat to your business rather than an asset. These are some really powerful questions that when I first started out, it's something that I kind of resonated with. Are you guys feeling this? And most importantly, do you guys feel like there's an invisible ceiling on your income that you just can't seem to push past? I mean, have you felt that way? If you guys, I mean, I appreciate your honesty, guys, because many times, many times, many times when you're working in your business, this is something that many people run into. And guys, if you felt this way, I have some really good news for you. And you want to hear it? Because if you want to hear it, I'm going to share with you right now. And you know what the good news is? The good news is that those things that I just described, they are not the real problem. Those things are just symptoms. Okay? The real problem is that you really haven't made what I would like to call the shifts. Okay? I'm going to explain to you what those are in just a minute, what those shifts are in a moment. But I want you to understand that once you master those shifts, okay, you're going to have complete control over who you work with, how you serve them, and the prices you command. Okay? You're going to be able to generate high-ticket local clients on demand, so to speak, by using the processes that establishes you as the authority in your market, and you're going to be able to add massive value to your clients, and you're going to be able to deliver awesome results for them. Now, wouldn't that be great if you can do that while you can charge those, high-ticket prices? And not only that, you're also going to realize that the invisible ceiling that you thought was there on your income was really never there to begin with. Okay? And that's going to enable you to push through to 5 figures and then 6 figures a month faster than you've ever thought possible. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do all of this while you tap back into the joy that you first had when you started your online business. Do you guys remember how that was like? When you first started your business, you were excited, you're really passionate, you had goals. Do you guys remember that? Who wants to start removing this invisible ceiling on your income that you feel you've been hitting, right? I mean, that joy, that enthusiasm, okay? And so, guys, if there's one thing I need you guys to know, it is this, okay? There are 5 simple shifts that you must make in order to hit 5 to 6 figures per month working with local clients while you work less and while you get better results for your local clients, okay? And right now, I'm going to walk you through exactly those 5 shifts. It's going to transform your business from the inside out, working with less clients while getting more. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be amazing? I mean, just think about when you wake up in the morning. Would that give you more joy waking up, knowing that there aren't clients, trying to get on your back and complaining about everything you do, that you're not doing enough, and but you just have these clients who love you, see you as the authority, paying you high-ticket clients high-ticket checks month after month? I mean, would that change your life? I'm down with that. Craig, that's funny. I'm sure a lot of you are down with that, and that's exactly what we're going to show you. And so now let me tell you why I'm sharing with you what I'm sharing with you, because for those of you who don't know who I am, okay, I'm just going to briefly tell you who I am and why you should listen to me, okay? My name, again, is Emmanuel K. David, okay, and I'm an internationally sought-after online business coach. Okay, I've done over $2.2 million in online sales, and I'm also the founder and the owner of a multiple 6-figure annual local marketing and SEO business, and I've been featured on ABC, Fox, NBC, CBS 8, Boston.com, Money Show, etc. All of the major, I would say a lot of the major news outlets, okay, guys, and so this is the reason why one of my specialties is helping local marketers and SEO marketers like you to adopt processes that establish your authority so that you can start landing those high-ticket clients in a tone of $5,000 to $15,000 per month. Okay, so basically helping you make more while working less and scaling back on your hours. It's exactly what I do, and I'm going to show you how you can do the same, guys. Isn't that exciting? They can start learning how to do that. So since you guys are down with that, we're going to start discovering these 5 shifts just now. And do not estimate what we just talked about, because every time you understand, if you have come into something with a proper mindset, that's when you're in a position to receive, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to get into those 5 shifts right away, right now, so you can start hitting those 5 figures and then 6 figures per month while enjoying your freedom. So the first shift that we're going to talk about is that you must operate your business with total integrity. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, come on, is that it? I came on this webinar looking for some really slick, powerful and awesome, client getting strategies, right? You guys want to know how I get those high-ticket clients, right? How I land them, what I say, what I do, right? I know what you guys are thinking, okay? And trust me, we're going to get into all of that, okay? But this is the one thing that if you don't get it right, all of that high-level client getting, positioning, all that stuff that I'm going to teach you today is not going to work if you're not operating from a place of total integrity, okay? And so you got to understand that that is the first shift that you must make, because you guys already understand, right, how the internet is with SEO, right? How everyone is, promising first page rankings in 2 weeks and, all these false claims about what they can deliver, but in fact they really can't, with these guys cold calling from India, right? And so that just really puts a bad taste to so many business owners who are now skeptical to SEO or even to your own service of your local lead generation service. I mean, haven't you seen that? And so that's absolutely important that you separate yourself from the crowd and to operate with total integrity. And what does that look like? Okay, operating with total integrity with this first shift means that you're never going to let a client to do anything that is not in their best interest. This is so important, okay? You must take personal responsibility for the results that they get, okay? This has to be the guiding philosophy of everything that you do, okay? Now, I mean, wouldn't you want someone who looks after you like that? I mean, wouldn't you want someone who have your best interest in mind instead of making a quick buck? Of course you do. Right? I mean, if you want someone to do that for you, then you got to start making this first shift of operating with total integrity and not letting your clients do anything that's not in their best interest, because if you do that, that is going to be the fundamental to your success with that first shift. Does that make sense, guys? Operating with total integrity, that's going to be the first shift. And now that you understand that, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the second shift. All right, cool, guys? And so the second shift that we're going to talk about is that you need to learn to command premium pricing to your local clients, okay? Now listen, if you're not charging a premium price right now, and if you're undercharging your clients, there's really only 2 reasons why you ever do that. Now, just to get a show of hands to know, how many of you think you're currently actually undercharging your clients? You know that you should be getting paid more, but you feel like you're really undercharging them.
I was about to ask the same question for those out there. I'm glad you hit that.
Awesome, guys. Yes, me. Well, guys, I feel where you guys are at, because my very first local client, I charged $445, okay? And until I start understanding this shift, which I'm about to share with you, okay, I did not see those high-level ticket clients. So, me definitely undercharging. Yeah, I'm sure you guys want the Rolls-Royce level pricing right now to your clients, and so that's what we're going to get into, okay? So let's get into the reason why, the 2 reasons why you undercharge your clients. One is either you think that your expertise isn't really worth it. You're thinking, maybe my local lead gen thing is really not worth that much. That's the first option, okay? The second option is that you think that your expertise and what you offer is worth it, but you're afraid that if you really charge what you're really worth, then no one is going to pay for it. I mean, does that sound familiar? So let's deal with those 2 issues right now. It's very, very simple, okay? You need to understand this, okay? You're not selling your time. You're not selling your SEO knowledge. You're not even selling your rankings, okay? What you're selling is the result that you deliver. Okay, that's what your clients want. Okay, they only care about the leads generated from those rankings, from your website, from your videos, from your local listings. That's all they care about. They care about the sales that comes from those leads, and that's most important to them. Don't you agree? I mean, if you're the business owner, are you going to care about rankings? You're not going to care about that. You're going to start caring about the leads. So think about it this way. Okay, so to give an example, okay, let's just say if you're the owner of a local roofing company, okay, and you're no longer getting the roofing jobs that you want, and you're just paying Yellow Pages on advertising. You're paying them like $5,000, and you're not really and you're not really getting the leads and jobs you want, and you're paying all this money to Yellow Pages, and now you're having trouble to pay your crew, and you're even taking out a loan to keep things afloat, and you're not even paying yourself because you want to keep the company moving, staying afloat. Do you see the dilemma that you're in as a roofing company owner? I mean, if you're the owner of this company, you're not going to think about buying rankings. You're not thinking about any of that stuff other than how to save your company from going under. You see that? And so you're going to be thinking how you can totally turn the tide and to start being profit again. And that's what you really care about. So you got to ask yourself this question as a local consultant, a marketer. What is that worth to the local business owner? If you can turn the business around, you can start helping them pay their crew again, not to declare bankruptcy. What is that worth to them? Can you imagine? I mean, to you that would be priceless, wouldn't it? If you're the business owner. You see that, guys? So this is the approach you got to start looking at when you start before you can even start commanding these premium pricing. You got to understand that, okay? And so again, guys, you got to understand the value of the result that you're selling. You're not selling your time. You're not selling a proposal for 6 months for SEO or how many keywords you're going to optimize. What you're selling is a specific result to the business owner, okay? Sales, growth, profits, and that's how you need to price your service. Ask yourself, if you help this business owner get a new lead and that lead turns into a sale, what is that worth to them? Okay, that's how you need to pricing your services. You see that? Isn't that amazing? So, and another thing too is, guys, high prices actually reassure to your local clients that you are preeminent, that you are the best of the best. Because when was the last time, you heard of other people who are doing SEO or doing local marketing and they're only charging like $200, $300, $500? You see that? So everyone is used to that. All the business owners been pitched, cold called, and oh, sir, I'm going to get you to the top of Google for $200 and $300. Okay, and that is nothing new to them. They're now all skeptical. Okay, and so when you are charging premium pricing, it shows that you are above all competition and you have the best solution. Does that make sense, guys? Are you seeing this? I mean, think about it this way. Okay, and by the way, Lemon, I know you guys are kind of on the back. I see you kind of making some sounds and gestures. Feel free to jump in anytime. I'm just going to keep going because I got a lot of actionable items I want to share with them. So feel free to jump in, though. But
yeah, you hit that on the nail a while ago. I mean, once you said that you are the main stuff, and they know you are because they've heard the $400, the $500, the $200. But when you go in there and you come with authority, it makes a difference, man. Go right ahead.
Exactly. Makes all the difference. And another way to look at this, guys, is let's say you're on a game show, okay? You're on The Price is Right, okay? And they're telling you, hey, you just won a brand new Rolls-Royce Phantom, okay? It's a $450,000 car, almost $500,000. Now, would any of you sit there and go, oh, man, I just really hope it's a good quality car? I just hope that it's, it's really going to work and it's going to drive and it's going to be a good car. I mean, that's ridiculous, right, guys? You wouldn't even think about that. You wouldn't even ask that question. Now, why is that? Okay, because it's a $450,000 car. Okay, just the fact that it costs that much tells you that this car is something really, really special and amazing. Okay, it's the exact same thing with you charging a premium price to your local service. Doesn't this make sense, guys? That's just really awesome. I really appreciate you guys, really participating and putting the comments there. Keep doing that, guys. I mean, because it's really important, right? When you really participate and you really listen to what's going on, you're really interacting with the materials, and you kind of really learn, and your mind start to have these shifts, so that when you start working with your clients now, you're gonna start making these shifts. I'm really proud of you guys. Okay.
This is the best group on the planet, man. Come on now.
Exactly. I like how Mike puts it. He's saying how the way you show up is almost more important than what you have to say. It's your posture. It's your frame. Mike is kind of like jumping ahead because on the fourth shift, we're going to talk about the frame. And that kind of really changed the whole game. But you're jumping a little ahead of the game, Mike. But it's really awesome. It means that you're really interacting. That's awesome. So, guys, what I want to share with you is this. Okay, I'm going to show you a huge bunch of checks right now. Okay, but I want you to understand this. When you understand this shift, and not only when you understand it, when you implement it, it's much easier to hit your income goals, whether it's 5K, 10K, 20K, 50K a month, whatever that goal is. It's much easier to hit those income goals in $5,000 chunks than in $500 chunks. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, so what I want to do right now is to show you these checks as I implement these shifts. Okay, as I told you in the beginning, for those of you who came on, I want to be absolutely transparent with you. In Canada, in the province where I live, there's a 13% sales tax. So what you see on the what you see on these checks is actually not what I get. It's actually 13% less. So for example, here 2254, what I get is actually 1995. But after the 13% tax is that. So every check you see will have a 13% tax on it. Just remember, total integrity, right? The first shift, you have to do that in order to separate yourself from the crowd. Okay, guys. So
Question for you.
the reason. Sorry, Bill. I kind of missed you there a little bit.
Yeah, no. So I'm confused. So you guys have a 13% tax on income outside of income tax?
No, it's kind. Oh no. So basically, I run this by an organization, a company that I started, right?
Okay, gotcha.
So it's like a sales tax, right?
Okay.
It's like, yeah. So it's like when you go buy everything in Canada is taxed, man. How many Canadians do we have on board here? Give me a shout if you're in Canada.
I know we have one.
Okay. Here, all right. Well, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Greg.
And I'm in Ontario, so okay, you're in California, John, so you're better, I guess. But here in Ontario, you're in Montreal. Okay, so you definitely know the 13% sales tax. So this is how I roll. I mean, but still, it's a healthy income. Okay, so the reason why I want to share with you. Someone says I'm in Ontario. It's a small world, guys. Now. Someone's saying in UK they got 20%. But guys, when you start getting these high-ticket clients, you're going to start to see those tax things are really not that big of an issue if you're really making a huge chunk of checks like this every month. Okay, so I really appreciate you guys, jumping in there. It's really an awesome crowd there. I really appreciate you guys. But let me just continue to move through these checks because I'm not going to show you this to kind of like brag of how good I am, because I just want to show you the potential of what you can do when you start making these shifts. Okay, here's another one, 2,500. What I get after the tax is this 2,825, and you're gonna realize these are post-data checks. When you start to understand these shifts that I'll be continuing to share with you today, you're gonna understand why you can get these post-data checks. Okay, month after month. Can you just imagine when you start commanding these kind of checks? Okay, here's another one. Okay, $3,000. Okay, from another local client. Okay, and so here's another thing. $3,100 from another local client, and I'm gonna share with you some of these results, guys. Some of these I don't even need to have immediate results. Sorry, I do have immediate results, but I don't need immediate rankings. And I'm gonna get into that in the third shift. Okay, another one. Okay, 4,500. Okay, as you can see, this is like recent stuff I'm showing you. Okay, here's another one. Okay, PayPal, another 4,500. Guys, this is something that works now, and it's not like 2 years ago. It's what's working now. Can you imagine if you start getting $5,000, fees like this? Again, guys, are you getting excited? I mean, look at this. How is your life going to change when you start getting checks like this? Okay, and so guys, as you can see, there are some checks. I've been implementing these shifts a couple years now, so I've dialed it down to a science. So you're going to see some of these checks are coming from a year back, some of these a couple years, but as you can see, this was yesterday. Okay, so I'm not showing you something that is, working in the past, like 3-5 years ago. It's working now, and what you can do to implement right now as well for yourself. Okay, how would your life change when you start getting checks like this? Again, guys, please understand, I'm not trying to show off or anything like that. Okay, $5,000, okay, coming to you over and over and over again. How will that impact? I mean, what would one $5,000 client do for you? And this one, guys, $15,000 clients, post-data checks. What would that do for you guys?
So I'm asking myself right now, why in the heck have I not gotten post-dated checks that are going in, business, doing meetings and doing luncheons? I didn't even think of, man, I'm blown away now. I'm going, really, Lim?
No, it's true. But that's a really good point, though, because you're getting paid. I mean, you figure Verizon and all these other companies charge ahead of time before you ever get service.
Exactly. All the big guys are doing. And here's another thing, guys. Who wants to go through all those hoops about, oh, I'm going to invoice you, and they're going to be like, oh, there's a cash flow problem, and I can't pay you this, and you got to chase them 3 or 4 times. How many of you have been chasing for invoices, and really trying to get the money?
And man.
How many have been doing that? Yes. Okay, guys. I mean, that's painful, isn't there? Been there. It's really painful, guys. But if you do these shifts, I mean, you're going to be able to start landing these high-ticket clients with post-dated checks. I mean, are you guys seeing this? Are you guys getting excited already? I mean, you've got to get in on this. Do you see that?
Well,
when you start implementing these shifts.
Danny just chimed in. He says that's the way he does it, which is, I never realized that. That's awesome.
Exactly. And better yet, Bill, that's the way that you can do it from now on. And we're only on the second shift yet. We still haven't gone through the 3. I mean, are you guys getting excited yet or what? Okay? So let's go, guys, because what I want to share with you, when you start seeing that this is what works, okay, it's not theory, it's what pure works, and I've got it dialed down to a science in the past 2 years, okay? And so, and as I told you guys, if this is not something that you have to wait for like 2, 3, 4 months. If you want to dial in your SEO, and that's going to be the long-term game, okay? But I want to share with you the first shift right now to start landing these high-ticket clients, okay? And that is using the secret weapon. Can you guys guess what that secret weapon is? I know Lemon Bill, you guys know, so don't spoil, but it's going to throw it out there. Guess, guys, what do you think that secret weapon is going to be? Because you're going to need to know this, okay? 90% of your competition is not using this secret weapon. 90% of your competition doing SEO, they're not doing this. And so if you use the secret weapon, you're going to immediately separate yourself from the crowd for 2 reasons. 1, you can deliver instant results, okay? And 2, you can also instantly get paid without waiting 3 to 4 months before your sites get ranked or your videos get ranked and things like that. So do you want to know what the secret weapon is? You want to get right into it? Some of you are guessing. Some of you have some very close answer. Okay, guys? Yeah, some of you guessed it. Some of you guessed it. Okay, so guys, you got to understand that paid advertising is the most, okay, by far the most powerful and fastest way to instantly put money, most powerful and fastest way for you to instantly put money in your pocket. Okay, it establishes your authority and your preeminence, and it gives your clients massive results immediately. Okay, and so it separates yourself from the majority of your SEO competition. You see that? And so now, before we go any further, I want to ask you guys, how many of you have done paid ads before, but you really haven't had success with it? Okay, like you bought ads on AdWords, or maybe you bought some kind of classified ads, you've done Facebook or some kind of deal, but you really haven't had success with it. You try to do it, but you couldn't really make it work locally. Okay, some of you are saying yes. Okay, that's awesome, guys. I really appreciate you guys getting honest on this, okay? Some of you are saying, okay, so apparently some of you are doing it, some of you are not, okay? But and some of you obviously are not getting good results on this. But here's the thing, guys, okay? Thank you for your honesty, but you got to understand that just because if it didn't work for you in the past, it doesn't mean that it doesn't work at all. Don't throw baby out of the bath water, okay? Because you gotta understand that 2 people can be building a house. One can build it on sand, and when the wind come and rain come and beat on that house, it's gonna fall, okay? But there is another person who can build their house on solid rock, okay? When they do it the right way, okay, when the wind and the rain come and beat on that house, it's not gonna fall because it was founded on the rock. Does that make sense, guys? And so that's why when you're coming on this webinar today, getting trained, getting coached, and do it the right way, you're going to be able to do it the right way so you can build your house on solid rock. Does that make sense? Awesome. That's awesome, guys. And so, guys, now that you know what the secret weapon is, let me just really briefly go through the old way of getting clients, of how people traditionally do with SEO. Okay? So you know how the drill goes, all right? You want to rank a site, you want to rank a video, so you dial in the on-page optimizations, you dial in the right title and description and all that kind of stuff, and then you set up some high DA Web 2.0 properties. You either do it manually or you automate it, and then you try to dial in the right anchors, LSI ratios with keywords, interlinking, setting up the right tier structure, right? And then you hear some guru say, oh, you know, PBN is working, getting your private block network set up, and so you go try to bid on expired domains, and you overpay for them because you have this bidding war, and so you're like, okay, I'm just going to set it up. You set it up with your PBN on these different hostings, C-class IPs and all that, and so you're like, okay, I need like unique articles. So you start doing content marketing, right? You drip feed the articles, and you get an article spinner, and you buy ranking tracker to track your rankings, and before you know it, you're like 2 months into it. You remember those days? You're 2 months into it, and you're like, I'm still only on page 3 or page 2 at best. And so you're like, okay, I'm going to diversify my what do you call it? Anchor of my portfolio, my backlink diversity, and so you start doing more social bookmarking. I mean, is this making? I mean, are you familiar with this, Lem? Come on, man. I mean,
oh man, you were just running stuff through my mind here. I'm like, oh Lord, all that.
Exactly. So you're doing all these. Okay, let me diversify, and on the backlinking profile, social bookmarking. You hear another guru talk about this gadget. You jump on, and like 3 months pass by. Exactly. It's like, what a headache. Someone says, what a headache. That's exactly what it is. You're hoping the algorithm doesn't change. Meanwhile, you'll occasionally get a client who tells you, you know what, I'm going to test you out for, $300 a month and to see how you go. Right? And you know a client like that's going to be a pain. It's going to be a headache. Okay? And but you take them on anyway. Why? Because you're afraid that if you don't take them on, you're not going to get anybody else. Guys, if you're honest, does this sound familiar? Okay? And guys, been there too. Guys, it's so good that you're being honest, because that's the first step of really making a change, because this is what I call the lottery mindset of doing SEO local marketing business. So someone is really passionate saying yes, but I can't read all that word in public. So but I really love the comments you guys are submitting there. It shows you're really participating. That's awesome. So guys, this is the lottery mindset. What was that, Lem? I think we lost.
Like, hey, family, keep it clean now. Am I here?
I see. I hear you. So guys, this is the old way. But you know what the good news is? I'm a bearer of good news, guys. I don't like bad news. I don't like things that put people in kind of like the bad way to do things in bondage. I want to set people free and do it the new way. So you guys want to know what the new way is? Okay, here is the new way with instant high-ticket clients. Okay, you don't even need any rankings, and you can instantly get paid while delivering results to your clients. Okay, and what it is very simple. There's only 4 moving parts. Okay, you position yourself as someone that can deliver results, and so in turn you attract all these awesome clients who are not going to complain. They're going to see your authority, and I'm going to get into the 4th shift. The next shift is how to frame it, and by learning that shift, you're going to learn how to frame it and position yourself that you attract these people instead of you cold calling them and trying to really chase them. Who wants to do that, right? And so as you position and attract them, you use paid ads initially to get results, so you separate yourself from the majority of the competition. And you can also use SEO for long-term ranking, so you can start getting high-ticket clients that way, premium, paying you 2, 3, 5, 10, 15K a month, like those checks that you've seen. Okay, so guys, when you do it this way, this is what I call the fast track. Okay, how many of you want to get in the fast track instead of the slow track? You see? Because, guys, you can understand this. This is not theory. It's exactly what I've done to get those, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $15,000 clients checks post-dated, as you've seen earlier. This means I don't chase clients, I don't invoice them, I don't wait for them to pay me. Every month I cash it. None of that kind of nonsense of chasing people. Okay, so month after month after month, you can just cash those checks with consistent flow of income. Okay, so what I do, all I have to do is start to make sure I deliver results by staying on top of my SEO game, ranking those videos, ranking those sites, or also combining, in the meantime, with paid advertising whenever needed. I mean, who wants to do this? Are you guys seeing this? This is the exact process I use. In 1 year alone, I was able to make multiple six figures in SEO contracts, okay, local clients with only a handful of clients at a time. Okay, so now you can literally do this for the rest of your life, okay? And can you just think of the impact this will have on your income? Just working with a handful of clients getting multiple six figures. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, for example, would your spouse be impressed with those kind of profits? Multiple six figures, not slaving away hours and hours. What would your spouse start to think about you? And how I mean, if you no longer have to struggle anymore online, what would that mean for your family? Instead of getting paid like $20 a commission or $200 a client, I mean, isn't that something that's going to be life changing for you? And guys, for those of you, some of the comments, people are getting really personal, and I really appreciate it. But I can tell you, if you feel like that your business is taking you away from those who you love and those who are really that values you, okay? And I don't want to read those comments because they're kind of personal. But if you feel like, your business has been taking you away from people that you really care about, can you see how this is going to totally change your life when you start making these shifts and charging these high-ticket clients? Because guys, you got to understand this. I am not the best in SEO, okay? I may not even be the best in ranking videos compared to Bill and them, okay? But here's the deal. I am very good at delivering results, okay? There are a lot of people doing better SEO and local marketing than me. But you know what? They get paid way less and way slower than me. And you know why? Because they simply haven't made the shifts that I've been sharing with you so far, okay? So my question is, do you guys want to jump over to my side where things are much quicker and much easier and much less work while getting paid a lot more? Who's interested to jump over to my side where things are easier? It's on the fast track instead of the slow track.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you 100%.
Fast track is always good. Always good.
Fast track is always good. Absolutely. Let's do it. Fast track, here we go. Awesome. So, guys, when you're on this fast track, you're going to know that you're going to skip past two major problems in SEO. And that is, you are going to skip past 2 to 3, 4 months of ranking waiting time before you start getting paid. Because many local clients, they're not going to pay you like $5,000, like month after month after month for like 3 months without getting any results, right? Most people want to start getting results. You may take an upfront check, but afterwards you don't get paid. But that's no good, right? So when you start using paid advertising and you start using immediately, you start delivering instant results, then you can start continually cash those checks. And I'm going to show you the checks right after this slide of those I've been doing this using this particular shift, okay? And the second thing you can avoid, the downfall in SEO, is you can avoid the sudden income drop or wipeout that happens when Google changes their algorithm, right? And so you lose all your rankings. I know there are people who literally got wiped out. I mean, if you guys are honest, how many of you have experienced that? Yeah, I mean, you got there, right? You've been there, right? And so when you use this fast track, you don't need to worry about that because, listen, guys, this client here, when I first cashed the check, $5,000, okay, absolutely no SEO rankings. Did I deliver results? Absolutely, immediately, okay? But I can cash those checks right away. Okay, this one I just shown you, 4,500, immediately cash, no rankings, but I deliver instant results, okay? And so this one, as you can see again, instant payments on PayPal, okay, another $5,000 here minus the 13% sales tax with no SEO rankings. Okay, guys, here's another one. Okay, guys, another $5,000. Okay, so as you can see here, when you use these kind of shifts, you get immediately paid and you don't have to wait for SEO rankings. You don't have to be afraid of getting wiped out. I mean, who wants to do that? How will your life change when you start doing that, guys? The proof is in the pudding. Who's ready to stop waiting months before getting paid? And who wants to do the new way of doing it now? Fast track, here we go, guys. So here's the deal. Now that you understand that you're going to operate from total integrity, command premium pricing, and you can understand that you're going to use a secret weapon of using paid advertising, okay? Now we're going to get to the fourth shift, and that's very important. As we're getting to the fourth shift and the fifth shift, this is where we're going to show you that's where the rubber meets the road. Okay, we're going to have another this is something that you really want to pay attention, guys. So don't get distracted right now because the fourth shift is called setting the frame. Okay? Setting the frame is something that is so important that I want to tell you about an MIT a study that's recently done by researchers at MIT. To let you understand the power of the frame. It's like one of the comments that someone made earlier. It's not what you say when you show up, it's how you show up. It's so important, okay? So I did a study in MIT, okay, where they there's a group of students in economics class, and the professor on that day cannot go, so they're sending in a supply professor. And before they get a lecture from this supply professor, they gave both of these groups 2 sheets of paper. One group, and the sheet of paper basically talks about the credentials, the bio, and the accomplishments of this supply professor. Now, everything's the same on these 2 groups except one line on the piece of paper. On one side of the group, the line was this, after all the credentials and everything, it says that this professor, by the way, is warm and very approachable. That's one line. Another group, it told them that this professor is cold, okay, and unapproachable. Okay, so this is the only factor that separated these 2 groups. Everything else is the same. And at the end of the lecture, they took another survey and asked the group of students, okay, who sat through the exact same lecture, and they asked them, what do you think about this supply professor? And guess what the response was? Can you guys guess what the response was? It's so astonishing that you have to understand setting the frame. The group that got the line that says this professor is warm and approachable, guess what the response was? They said that this professor is very nice. We learned a lot from it. We felt like he's approachable and overall very nice. That's what this group said. On the other group, okay, who got the line, this says this professor is cold. What was their response when they took the survey? That this professor is cold, unapproachable, and mean. Guys, do you see that? Exactly. Cold and distant. Exactly. So guys, do you see how important setting the frame is? Just one line alone. They both sat through the same lecture. They both got the same piece of paper about credentials, but there was one line that changed the course of how they view this professor. And so guys, do you see why you've been struggling with local marketers? Do you start to see the hint now? The biggest mistake that most SEO marketers make when they try to land clients is they think that their prospective clients are in control because they got the money. But that is completely backwards. How many of you have thought that, when you walk into a meeting that, your clients are calling the shots instead of you? They're in a meeting, they got the money, so, you really kind of try to please them, and you want to do everything, that appease them. How many of you had that mindset, right? Because that's what people think. Okay, but that is completely backwards. The truth is, money is only a commodity. Okay, you can get money anywhere. You can take out a business loan, ask a friend or family, you name it. Okay, if something is important to you, you're gonna do it anyway. Okay, you're gonna have the money for it. So that's the same thing with the local business owners. Okay, and so you gotta understand that the only bargaining chip that a prospective client has on the table is money. Okay, but compared to you, your results that you can deliver to turn the business around, to help them not go into bankruptcy, to help them pay the crew again, to start generating sales and all that, what you can do for them in comparison is nothing in comparison to what they have to offer. Do you guys see this shift? Do you guys see this shift? It's so important that so instead, guys, you need to start realizing that you are this client relationship from the beginning. You decide where they're a fit. Okay? I don't care if they have the money. Okay? But if they're not jiving with me, they're not operating in total integrity, and they can't really deliver good service, then they're not a good fit. They can have a great day. I'll be courteous. I'll be respectful. But I'm going to give my leads and my tens of thousands of dollars of sales to Bob, the next company down the line. You see that, guys? Now, so obviously, you got to do this in a courteous, and you guys are like, awesome. I'm so glad you guys are understanding the shift. Because, guys, now, and here's another thing, a word of caution. You got to do this in a courteous and respectful way, okay? Or else you're going to shut the door on yourself. You can't tell them exactly what I just told you. Hey, you got only got money. It's a commodity. You can get it anywhere. You can take it out of bank loan. I got all the goods. You can't say it like that, guys. All right, and that's why obviously I'm giving you the broad strokes here, but you got to understand that's the mindset. This is pull marketing, not push marketing. How many of you have really been burned by people trying to push you into getting a sale, and you really dislike that? Right? When you walk into, when you walk into a car dealership, that's notorious for that. And it's so sad because there's some awesome salespeople who work in the car industry, right? And so if you don't want to be felt being pushed, why don't you start adopting the shift? And now you're in pull marketing. You're putting yourself as the prize, not them. You see that, guys? They have to win you, not you trying to win them.
Yeah,
You guys seeing this?
man. Let me tell you, that happened to me this weekend. We went to a furniture store, and we're just looking for a few things, and came out with a lot of stuff. I couldn't believe it because that salesman, he was not pushy. I wanted to give him business. It was awesome, man. And the wife was looking at me like, really? And I'm like, yes.
That's amazing, man. It's always good to feel like, here's the thing, right? People really like to buy. I'm sure you heard of that phrase. People like to buy, but they don't like to be sold, okay? So when you position yourself in a way, and it has to be based on truth. Remember the first shift? It has to be based on integrity. If you really can deliver those results, then you can set that frame where they want to win you. Because the truth is, you're really not going to work with 5, 10, multiple different people, because that's not what you want. You want to work with a handful of people who can really give you those multiple six figures. Now, if you want to scale, we can talk about how to scale later on. But the idea is you're trying to position yourself so that you are to be one. Now, guys, as I told you, I'm not a person that just talks theory. Let me tell you what this picture means, okay? This picture is where you see in a previous slide where I landed this $15,000 client. And so I want to explain to you this frame. So this is a dim sum restaurant, the exact same restaurant where I sat at, okay, while I was talking to this client. Okay, I told him, hey, why don't you come down? We're going to meet. We're going to chat, okay? And so you got to understand, I did not obviously have this client at that time before the meeting, okay? He came with another marketer, okay, who actually does kind of similar stuff, SEO, branding and pay-per-click and stuff like that, okay? And so two people, me and him, doing similar things. Now, I'm of the opinion that I'm delivering, awesome results. So I'm not going to discount him and say that he sucks, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe and putting people down to uplift yourself. I believe, he's obviously doing some good things so that my current client now is still working with him. But me, for example, I'm also delivering some awesome results. So when we got there, long story short, we talked. I started doing the frames and all that, and so he ended up becoming my $15,000 client plus the 13% tax. And so when we got home, this other marketer called me and he's like, Emmanuel, you must be on cloud 9, right? I mean, that's an awesome, huge contract, right? And so to him, he's like, wow, how do you do this, right? I mean, like, I've been working with this client for maybe a couple of years or even more, but I'm not getting paid anywhere near that. And I kind of like try to, I mean, isn't that funny? I mean, like, I try to ask him how much he's paid. Obviously, he didn't tell me. But I have a guesstimate of the fact that he's really not getting paid anywhere near where I'm getting paid here. And so, guys, what is the difference between the two people? We both deliver results. Now, again, I believe I'm delivering. In the first month with this client, I deliver over 140 calls to this client. So I'm delivering amazing results. I got to remind you guys, this is not some manipulative thing where you use the frame, you trick them, and then you pull the rug on them. This is absolutely unacceptable. Okay, and that's why I have to really do the first shift first, that you got to operate under total integrity, because this is some powerful stuff. Okay, if you understand that you can use these shifts and people will start working with you and you can deliver results to them, that's going to be win-win. Right, guys? So you seeing this? Okay, I mean, really just getting into position, landing the high check, setting the frame. This is the fourth shift. I mean, isn't that amazing? You start landing clients like this, because we're going to get into the fifth shift right now. Okay, and kind of really start to wrap this thing up and help you to start, really putting this thing into actionable items. How you can actually do that, because now that you understand these shifts, okay, how are you gonna really start putting these into action? Okay, and how can you actually do them and implement them into your business? And the fifth shift is something that I personally have done over and over and over again, and I know that Bill talked about, and Lem, you guys have talked about doing this shift, and that is investing in mentoring. That is the fifth shift, and it's superbly important. Okay, so let's talk about why you need a mentor. Okay? Now, I have a mentor. In fact, I have many mentors. I've had many mentors, and I still have mentors. Everyone should have a mentor, and there are really like two main reasons why. Obviously, there are a lot of reasons, but one main reason is that um, a mentor who's really good, okay, he's going to bring you new ideas, and he's also going to bring you accountability. Okay, so for example, by being on this webinar tonight, okay, with me right now, there's probably a lot of new ideas bouncing around your head that you wouldn't have gotten if you didn't come to this webinar, right? I mean, how many of you have gone to this webinar and you're like, man, I really wouldn't have had these ideas, these shifts to implement my business if I didn't get on this webinar tonight? I mean, would you agree, right? So guys, this is what happens when you start getting mentoring. Okay, you get new ideas. Okay, so great job for coming onto the webinar today. Okay, but the second thing is that it's not only important. You're right. You're right. That's right. So guys, here's another thing. Just getting ideas is not good enough. Information alone is not enough. Because how many of you have had information before? You heard something awesome, and you're like, oh, okay, and then you've forgotten about it, and you go back in the same thing, doing the same thing, you don't get results, right? And so the importance of having a mentor, the second reason, is that a good mentor will not only give you great ideas, but they will make sure that you act on them. And so this way, everybody wins. Okay, and so this is why it's so important to have total integrity, because a good mentor who have total integrity is not going to just want to give you ideas. He's going to want to help you implement them so you can get the results that you want. Does that make sense? Okay, so listen, guys. Whether you get mentoring with me or not, whether you do what we're going to do here with Bill and Lim together or not, that's not the issue. But just make sure you get mentoring with someone. Okay, find someone who resonates with you, someone who has gotten results, not just pure talk, okay? Find someone who, when they speak to you, you're like, wow, I really like what this person has to say, and I really want to be a part of that. Okay, when you find that person, take advantage of that opportunity and invest in that mentorship relationship. Okay, again, like I've told you guys, I've invested, for me personally, well over $100,000 in mentoring, coaching opportunities, and things like that, and I wouldn't have been where I am today, generating over 7 figures in sales in my online business, if I had not invested in myself repeatedly over and over again. Does that make sense, guys? So don't you think it's a no-brainer that to have someone to not only give you ideas but to execute them is so important? Because Bill, I mean, I think you told me that you're also the person who actually spent a lot in investing, right? I mean, that's what we're talking about here.
Oh yeah.
I think you said you spent close to like 100K or something like that.
I don't even know how much I've spent on products and you name it. I pretty much bought it. So.
Right. So that's the deal, guys. As you see here, those who have a track record of success, they invest in mentoring, and I personally do as well. And so, guys, this is why you need mentoring. And so to kind of show you what I promised you today, I want to get back to what I promised you today, guys. Today, I promised you some really bold claims. Wouldn't you agree? I promise I'll show you how to turn your SEO expertise or your local marketing expertise into a 5 to 6 figure per month income if you take action, okay? I showed you how to do that, right, to make those shifts. Okay, so hopefully by now this doesn't seem like a ridiculous number as you implement those shifts, as you see how I get those results, right? So I promise I'll show you how to get instant high-ticket clients, meaning having the exact clients you want, when you want them, at the price you want, and you've learned how to do that. Isn't it true? So that's what I promised you guys. And what I've also done, guys, is I've shown you how to do that, how to reach that level. So I showed you how to command a premium price point, how to stop selling your SEO service or even your time for anything less than $2,000 and move as quickly as possible into $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, or even $15,000 a month price points per month per client, or even higher. You've learned how to do that through those shifts, correct? And I know you guys are getting excited about this too. And so that's what I promised you. And you've learned also how to do all of this without waiting 2, 3, 4 months before your websites get ranked, because you're going to use the paid advertising as a secret weapon, so you won't worry about being wiped out by the next Google update and things like that. I mean, wouldn't that be such an awesome freedom and a feeling of security if you don't have to depend on the next Google update on your next paycheck? I mean, I mean, you guys, I mean, do you feel that that's something that really set you free? You don't have to worry about what Matt Cut is gonna say and what his search team is gonna say. That's gonna be awesome, right? So that's going to be an amazing time if you're going to be able to do that. Okay, I know you guys are really getting excited, asking questions, and depending on what Bill and Lem you guys want to do at the end, we may or may not get into some of the questions, but let me just really keep on rolling so I can give you guys, as much of the actionable items as you can do. So guys, just to really recap this, what you really need to do to win, okay? There are 5 things that we talked about today, okay? Number 1, you need to operate with total integrity. Number 2, you must command a premium price point. And number 3, you need to use that secret weapon, which is paid advertising. Number 4, you need to properly set the frame. Remember the study? Right? Number 5, it's absolutely essential you invest in mentoring, just like how Bill, Lem, myself invest in mentoring over and over again, so you can implement and grow your business and take it to the next level. Okay, so guys, if you just apply these 5 shifts alone, you will experience an exponential and massive growth in your business. I mean, you've seen this throughout the entire webinar, haven't you? So let me ask you this, guys. So, and let me say this: if you're still struggling to hit say $5,000 a month, or $10K a month, or $20K a month right now, and if you would just make these 5 shifts alone, you're gonna blow right past that $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, whatever that income goal is for you. You're gonna blow right past that income ceiling goal faster than you can possibly imagine. Guys, I mean, who wants to do that? Who's ready to blow past their income goal, okay, and ready to do just that? Okay, who's ready to really make that transformation and change in their lives right now? Okay, and I don't know what you guys are thinking, 10 grand, 15K, well, whatever it is, right? Just blowing past that. Okay, guys, so I mean, can you just imagine as you picture that in your mind right now, whatever that number is, for those of you who have not been doing this, okay, picture in your mind, I want you to actually come up with a figure right now. Let's say right now you're at, I don't know, $1,000 a month or $3,000 a month, whatever it is. Set a goal for yourself that you want to reach. What is that goal that you really want to reach? Like 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 15 grand a month? I mean, just kind of picture that right now. Take a moment. It's really, really important, guys. Okay? And now I want you to start imagining, how are you going to get there? How is your life going to look like when you start landing clients who pay you $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 a month? I see you there setting some awesome goals, putting in the chat box there. It's awesome. And the reason why you want to set really high goals, because let's say if you set it at like, 50, 100, 150, or whatever your goal is, even if you hit part of it, right? Let's say you start making up like 20 or 30 grand, right? That's still very good. You see that? So you want to make those goals, guys. Start picturing that. What is that $3,000 client? What is that $5,000 client? Let's just go really super conservative, okay? Just one $5,000 client this month. How is that going to change your business? How's it going to change your life? Can you guys imagine that? Just picture that. How's that going to change your life? Because when you start seeing that, that's really when you start to make a change. So guys, as you start imagining this, picturing this, okay, this is what we've done so far. Wouldn't you agree that it's been an awesome time spent so far in the past hour? How many of you think that you've gotten some awesome, amazing content? I mean, like, you've been at webinars before, you've never been blown away like these kind of fire hydrant hoses here, kind of like really going high speed. Great content, exactly. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for your comments. So, I mean, obviously, I've gone through in this entire hour, I've given you some broad strokes, okay, guys? And I can't, in 1 hour, give you all the nitty-gritty, what to say, the scripts, and what exactly I do in that 1 hour, guys. So, what I want to tell you and open up to you guys is this, okay? I want to ask you guys this. This is really important, okay? Would it help you guys if I take you by the hand and show you how to implement these 5 shifts? Because obviously you understand these broad strokes and you can start implementing them and you start getting results, but you have a lot of trial and error and things like that. But do you guys think it will help you if I actually help you implement this? I mean, who wants me to give you an option where there's a way that I can help you guys implement this? Okay, because I'm not going to do this, okay, guys? Because right now, you probably already know, okay, there's a special offer that Bill and Lem has set up, okay, but I'm only going to do it if I get the permission from you guys. I can literally shut this down right now, and honestly, guys, it's really not going to affect me because this stuff is already working for me. But I mean, if you guys say yes, you want to see it, then I'll show it to you. What do you guys want? Because if that's what you want, I can share it with you guys right now. You guys are asking.
Come on.
Get on with it, exactly. So okay, guys. So again, like, since you guys want it, yes, please. Okay. You guys are so funny with the comments. Are you guys seeing this still in them? I can see you guys are excited. That's so amazing. Now, if you guys act fast, I'm going to give you a special deal, okay, with Bill and Lim here. Okay, so now that you guys want this, let me show you what we have here. Okay, so you guys got to understand this. Okay, habits are very, very hard to break on your own. Okay, I'm sure you guys have been on many webinars before where you get super pumped up, and the next day, what happens? Absolutely nothing. Right? You go back to the same thing. Go back to answering calls from those $200 clients who was complaining about what you didn't do last night. Right? You go back to what you're doing. And so if you don't have someone to help you implement this, I'm very doubtful that any of you would just go and implement those 5 shifts. Am I correct? And that's not where you want to end up. Isn't that correct? And so my job right now, guys, as a coach, okay, I've been coaching you for about an hour now. As your coach, as a mentor, I don't want to let that happen to you. Okay, you see, sometimes people come to me and they're like, Emmanuel, how do I make an extra $5,000 a month? How do I make an extra $10,000 a month, right? And they say things like, I really want to help my parents with their home and help them retire, pay off my family's debt and, help my, help my kid in college and put them in private school and that kind of stuff, right? How do I make that $5,000 or $10,000 extra? You know what my answer is? It's very, very simple. Get one $5,000 client and you're there. Or get a $15,000 client and you have tripled that $5,000 goal. Do you see how easy that is? While others are having like 10 clients at like $1,500 a month, and most of them don't even land it that high. Okay, most people don't have $1,500 a month clients, but let's just say they do. While others are having like 10 clients at $1,500 a month, or if they're having 30 clients at $500 a month, you're only dealing with like one client who's paying you $15,000 a month. They're not bugging you, loves you, and you're delivering your results, and you're getting your life back. You're spending more time with your kids. You see what I'm saying here? Couldn't you see that this is definitely easier and the fastest way to get to where you want to go if you have those income goals? So guys, so this is the deal, guys. What I'm about to show you is I'm going to give you all the tools and processes to break these habits. I'm going to start taking your business to the next level, okay? And so you don't have to go back to where you're at right now and get stuck. All right, so this is what I have cooking up for you guys with Bill and Lim and myself, okay? To help you to accomplish all of that, to implement this, it is my pleasure to introduce to you what I like to call the Instant High Ticket Mastery, IHTC Mastery, also standing for Instant High Ticket Client Mastery. So what this is, guys, okay, let me break it down to you what this is, okay, and what you're going to get, okay? This Instant High Ticket Client Mastery program is essentially a 4-week A to Z webinar trainings on what? Well, let's break that down. Number one, week 1, you're going to learn about instant client attraction. Okay, so week 1, we're going to hit the ground running. Okay, and some of you go-getters, I know there are a lot of go-getters there on the call because you guys are really typing in the comments and participating. I can tell you guys are go-getters. I know those go-getters, you guys out there, you can be landing your very first high-ticket 2K, 3K, 5K, 10K, 15K clients in the first week as you implement this, okay? All these powerful strategies, okay? You're going to learn how to command premium pricing, practically how to do it, what to say, how to instantly deliver results, okay, using paid advertising, how I actually set them up, how I do it, and how you can instantly get paid, okay, and how to properly set the frame. What do I say? When I get into a meeting, what do I practically say to them? How do I react? What kind of deal do I give them? That kind of deal, the nuts and bolts, okay? Again, because today is only the broad strokes. I can't tell you everything in one a day or 1 hour, okay? And so you're going to learn, okay, by applying these proven and time-tested strategies, you're now going to be able to have the table turned, and you're going to be able to start choosing your clients that you want. You're going to attract them to come to you. They're going to want to win you, and you're going to be able to help them to blow past their obstacles and help them to start generating new sales and basically delivering results for local clients, okay? And some really powerful stuff, instant client attraction. Week 1, you learn exactly what I do, how I say, the practicals of the 5 shifts that we mentioned today. So that in itself, being a $2,500 value, is an underestimation, because can you just imagine if you get one client using this week one alone, 5 grand clients, it's way worth more than $2,500, okay? And so now let's get into what week 2 is, okay? Week 2 is where you're gonna learn how to call the shots, okay? I mean, how would you like to graciously and respectfully upgrade your current clients to 2 to 3 times more than what you're currently charging them now, while you can also keep them happy, okay, and that they really won't badmouth your service? Or, you know, the clients that you're really having a nightmare with, you always wanted to not work with them. They're low paying, time demanding, high maintenance, unappreciative, disrespectful. I mean, do you need me to continue? Okay, so for those people who have those clients, if you want to learn how to graciously fire them while getting new clients to fill the spots, so to speak, so you can get those high-ticket clients, this is where you're going to learn how to do that in the second week, okay? So how to preserve the relationships while upgrading the clients and them loving you, okay? And so this is what you're going to learn how to do. I mean, wouldn't that be so much easier? You know, it's like sweeter than an ice cream cone, right? Not dealing with hard and harsh clients, right? $2,500 value, you get calling the shots week 2. Okay, and so not only are you getting instant client attraction week 1 and learning how to do all the practicals, you're getting week 2 how to call the shots, upgrade the clients, and while having them loving you. In week 3, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about how to scale to multiple 6 figures. Okay, so this is for somebody, for example, the go-getters out there, or even some of you currently who are having maybe like making 2 grand a month from local clients, or 3 grand a month, okay, or maybe a little bit more, and you want to learn how to scale to multiple 6 figures. I'm going to show you a step-by-step strategy of how you can do that, and what I've done to scale to multiple 6 figures, and how you can do the same as well, the nitty-gritty, okay? And here's the thing. Also, at the same time, not sacrificing your hours. So many people out there, they're like, okay, if I want to scale, and before I'm working 40 hours, that means now I got to work like 60 hours or 80 hours. Okay, who wants to do that? You're not going to learn how to do this. Okay, you're going to learn how to keep the hours that you want, okay, while scaling to multiple 6 figures. How many of you want to learn how to do that? Okay, guys? And I know some of you are throwing some questions out here, but I'm just really going to briefly go through this, and depending on what Bill and Lem you guys want to do, we may do a Q&A at the end, but I really want to show you guys what you're really getting here until we get into the questions. Really appreciate those questions. Really awesome questions. It really shows that you guys are paying attention. It's awesome. Okay, so guys, week 3, scaling to multiple 6 figures, and not only that, okay, so the 4-week instant client attraction, calling the shots, scaling to multiple 6 figures. You're going to learn how to do that. And week 4, we're going to get into the full Q&A and getting unstuck. Okay, because how many of you have been into certain courses or things where you felt you're like stuck? Okay, and there's no one there really to talk to you. You're like, okay, who would I ask this, right? And so week 4 is going to be entirely Q&A. Okay, and as you see, the way that I've designed this course is that it's not a dragged-on thing. I mean, how many of you have been on courses or bought ebooks where it's like totally drawn out, 300 pages, you got it, and you're like, oh man, I don't even want to read it anymore. You know, you got into this course and it's like 200 videos, you're like, oh, forget it, man. I'll just do something else. Right? How many of you have been there? Okay? So this is not what this is, okay? Week 1 alone on that webinar, I'm serious. When you plug in and take action, I know for a fact that those go-getters who plug in and do those exact steps, and I've literally like ABC formulas telling you what to do, if you plug in, you're going to be able to start landing those high-ticket commissions, okay? And so that's why this is not a drawn-out thing. I hate drawn-out things, okay? 4 weeks of intense training, okay, plug in right away and do. And by the way, each week, week 1, 2, 3, you're also going to have Q&A at the end. So I'll stay as long as needed to those of you who are on the webinar to answer your questions, okay, so that you can really get unstuck and take the next level. Because I know that sometimes, you know, you're really just one question away from getting what you want. Okay, so essentially, this is what you're going to get. But of course, nothing, obviously, if you just get these 4 weeks alone, okay, even just 1 week alone, it's going to totally and radically change your business. Okay, guys, but it's not going to be complete. if I just leave it there. What I want to do right now is I wanted you guys to kind of really practice this thing here. I want you guys to mentally do this with me. If you even want to verbally do this with me, go ahead. Because I want you to really say bye to the troubles that you're having, okay, mentally. I mean, think about all the backlinks in your head right now and just give a mental note. Sayonara, okay, that's Japanese. Say bye to them. See you later, man. Say bye to high maintenance, low paying clients. Say bye to long hours, okay. Say bye to really not getting the results that you want. Say bye to really working with low paying clients, okay. Say bye to all those troubles. Because why? Because when you get into this 4 weeks of A to Z webinar trainings, you are saying bye to all those miseries that you're having in the past, and you're going to start to learn how to get these high instant ticket clients as we show you in the webinar. Okay, guys? So here's the deal. I also want to give you guys one very powerful bonus, and that is this. How many of you have gone into a course when you feel like you're kind of overwhelmed, information overload, right? You're like, okay, where do I start? Okay, and so this is not gonna be for you because you guys have felt like maybe lost or frustrated and where to start, right? Information overload. You don't want to stay there, right? So what I'm gonna give you is I'm gonna give you a step-by-step bulletproof guide, okay, and a mind map, okay, that's gonna show you what you need to do to take your business to 5 figures and then 6 figures per month as you take action and implement, okay? So as you're going through these 4 weeks, okay, week 1, instant client attraction, learning how to get those high-ticket clients, calling the shots, getting to multiple 6 figures, and having your questions answered in Q&A, you're also going to get that step-by-step bulletproof guide, okay? But I'm not going to stop there. I'm not just going to make sure that you have a clear blueprint. You know what I'm going to also do? I'm going to give you bonus number 2, okay? And the second bonus is I'm going to give you a private members only Facebook mastermind group. And what that means is that you're going to be in the midst of super high level motivated people and local marketers like yourself. They're go-getters. They want to get things done. They get results. And you're going to be in a group of people where they're really inspiring you, okay? Because they're going to be posting checks that they're getting. They're going to post tips that they're getting. I'll be in there interacting with you. And so here's the deal. I personally have joined masterminds, and I pay like $1,000 to get into the mastermind, literally, and I really see like nothing in there, okay? But this is not going to be that, okay? Because as you guys get in there and you interact in mastermind, it's just going to be a place where it's safe and it's motivating, and you're going to see people taking action, and that's also part of the accountability where not only you're getting it through the Q&A and online webinars, but you're also going to see a mastermind, a group of people doing the same thing. And so if you just got that thing alone, okay, it's an awesome, awesome value for you at $997. Bonus number 2, private members only Facebook mastermind group, okay? And some people say, I hate drawn out things too. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? Because I hate drawn out things too. And I'm not going to do that to you guys. It's going to be concise, to the point, and let's make some money. That's how it's going to roll, okay? So bonus number 3, guys, okay? I'm going to give you my exact secret weapon setup, okay? And $1,997, $2,000 value is way underestimating. So what does that really mean? Okay, now you already understand if the first shift is using paid advertising to really get instant clients and get instant results for them so you can instantly get paid. But, you know, obviously, I won't be doing your service if I just tell you, oh, guys, just use paid advertising, right? What I'll do is I'm going to be logging in to my accounts, okay? I'm going to show you, look, guys, this is what I spend. This is not theory, all right? I spend multiple 6 figures in paid advertising. You're going to see it. I'm going to show you exactly how I set it up, okay? And I'm going to tell you, the way I set it up, most people don't do that way. That's why they lose the shirt and they don't get the result that they want. I mean, this thing alone, how many of you who actually want to get this? My exact secret weapon, how to set up, looking over my shoulder, okay? That's what I'm going to show you, okay? So this is what you're going to learn. You're going to see how I set it up, okay, guys? So look at this. If you only got one of what I'm telling you here, okay, if you only got one aspect of what I'm showing you here, okay, with just the maybe just 1 week of the content or just any of these bonus, it'll be massive value for you, okay? Massive value for you, right? Some of you are like, I really got dots I'm gonna set up next week for clients. I know you guys are really excited, so I'm really showing you what you're getting and how you're gonna get there. So just stick with me here, guys. Okay? So here's the deal. If you guys, wouldn't you agree that if you just have this alone, okay, this would totally completely change your business, okay? But here's the deal. I am a person that loves taking action. And those who are go-getters and take action are also going to be the ones who are really going to succeed and get those high-ticket clients. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to really honor and reward the action takers on this webinar, okay? And on this particular new bonus, okay, bonus number 4, this is only going to be for the first 20 people only, okay? And what this is that I'm going to reveal to you my exact high-ticket niches. You see those checks that I've just shown you? Obviously, I didn't tell you where they're from, okay? But for the first 20 people only, I am going to show you, first 20 people, what these exact high-ticket niches are. I'm going to show you what I target, what I optimize for, okay, and how my approach in each. Most of these, a lot of these niches, they operate under the same shifts, but there are some different ideas that if you're working with different niches of people, you change your frame a little bit. So I'm going to show you the first 20 people. This is a $5,000 value easily. Now, how many of you have been on some courses where they say it's the first 20 people, and then they give it, when you get into the course, you realize they gave it to everybody, okay? I don't roll like that, okay, guys? As I said, from the place of total integrity, when I say first 20, I mean 20, okay? So when I give you that link in just about like a few minutes, when you get that link, if you want to get this bonus, you're going to have to jump on, because if you end up being the 21st, 23rd person, then you won't be able to get this bonus, okay? You're going to see exactly what I do. I reveal it all to you. Okay, if you end up being the 22nd, 23rd, you may actually be qualified for the 5th bonus, and this is the last bonus, okay, from me at least, okay? So the first 30 people, let's say if you didn't make it for the first 20, you're like 24th or 25th, okay? What you're going to get is you're going to get my exact pre-framing scripts and my client agreement. Now, just a disclaimer here, I am not a lawyer, okay? And so the agreements you're going to get from me with clients, okay, they're not going to be like legally binding. You obviously should get a lawyer to check it out and things like that. But I'm showing you what I'm using, okay? I'm showing you my pre-framing scripts, what I say, you know, when I talk to prospective clients and how I attract them, exactly what I say, what I do. So the first 30 people are going to get that. And the way that's going to work is going to be time-stamped, guys. When I reveal to you the slide of the link using Bill and Lem's link, then, you know, obviously everything's going to be time-stamped. And again, first 20, first 30 people is going to get it. If you fall out of that, I really apologize. I cannot give that to you, okay? So as you can see here, guys, this is a total value of close to $20,000, and it's easily, absolutely worth it. I mean, just one 10 grand client in two months, pretty much, you got your money back. So, guys, I mean, does it make sense, okay? As I just said, if you land 2 10 grand clients, or you get 4 $5,000 clients, and you pay me 20 grand, and I'll show you how to do this over and over again. Now, obviously, I'm showing you the value of what this is. You're not going to pay 20 grand, but let's say even if you had to do that, do you see how this would measure up? Because if you just get like 4 5 grand clients, or if you just get 1 5 grand client, and in 4 months, you'll be back in profit on the 5th month, right? Every client past this point is pure profit, right, guys? Does it make sense? So this is why it's a great deal, even at $20,000. Okay, guys. And so, guys, that is the value I'm delivering you here. So I want to ask you this question. Let's just assume, okay? Let's just assume that this costs you an investment of $20,000. Okay, it's not going to be, but let's just say it does. But if you pay 20 grand and all this mastery program did for you was finally give your SEO business or local SEO business positive cash flow month after month, would it be worth it to you? Right? Think about that. If all this did for you and you invest that kind of high 20 grand of investment, and all it does for you is help you cut down hours so you can spend more time with your family, would it be worth it for you to do that kind of investment? I mean, if you invest that, and what this does for you is that it allows you to stop working with low-paying, high-demanding clients who suck the joy and life and freedom from you. Would it be worth it? Would it be worth that 20 grand? I mean, I know this is the high thing for me. I definitely would want to, you know, really get free from that myself. I mean, if all this did for you was finally enable you to land 2 to 3, 5 grand or 15 grand clients a month, every month I'm paying you, would this be worth it for that 20 grand? It'll be absolutely worth it, isn't it? And so, guys, this is what, and so this is what you can see here. what I'm giving you here is a total value of $19,000, and you already know you're not going to pay that, okay? Because right now, for small investments, okay, of not 19,000, you're not going to pay that, okay? You're not going to pay $10,000 to get all that I just described, and you're not going to even pay $5,000, even though you can land high-ticket clients $5,000, okay? And get this, guys, you are not even going to pay $2,500 yet, because right now we're on a pre-launch, okay? So for very small investments of only, again, here's where I reveal to you the link. If you want to get those fast action bonus, that's where you're going to use Bill and Lem's link right now, okay? For pre-launch only price, you can get it for one-time payment of $1,997 or two payments of $1,247. Okay, and what you're going to do is going to use that link, videoalpha.net/5K clients. Okay, and everything that comes through that link will be timestamped if you want to get those high fast action bonus where you see my exact niches. If you want to get the pre-framing script, okay, this is where you want to go. Videoalpha.net/5K clients. This is pre-launch price only. The actual course is going to start on this Thursday, July 2nd, guys. Okay, so when the launch happens, it's not going to be $1,997. It's going to be either $2,497 or even $2,997. Okay, now I told you, okay, I'm not a guy that says I'm going to increase the price and then just leave it there. When you come back and check it on July 2nd, when the course begins, the price will be increased, okay? Because how many of you have been to places where, I actually bought a course once and a guy says you can increase the course. I go back to the link, he never increased it, and that really upset me because I felt like I've been cheated on. You're not going to find it here, okay? When I say first 20 is first 20, first 30 is first 30. When I say pre-launch price, not 1997. It's 1997. Okay, guys. Now that you guys are going there and heading over there, let me talk a little bit about disposable income. Okay, guys, because all of us have disposable income. Okay, so all of us, we get paychecks, but every month we get disposable income, right? We get a paycheck, we go dine out, and we go to watch a movie or something, and so instead of you blowing on something that you're gonna really lose and you're really not gonna get a lot out of it anyway, right? What we're going to do here, Lem, Bill, and I, we're asking you to invest in yourself so you can turn that disposable income into actually an asset for yourself. And before I continue, I actually want, I think Bill and Lem want to jump in and tell them about your bonus. You want to jump in right now?
Yeah, guys, so the other thing too, because I know this is a little higher ticket than most of you are used to. And there's a reason for that because he's got some really good lead generation methods and everything. But what we're going to do is anybody that does end up going through and getting the program, Lem and I are actually going to be going through the program with you. We're going to have another group just for us that we're literally going to go out, like if we were a brand new person getting clients, we're going to go out and get two. That's my plan for this month is to get 2 new clients using this method in particular. So you can ask us questions along the way. We can go back and forth and see what's working better, just so that way everybody has the best opportunity possible. I'm going to type the link in the chat again here. It's videoalpha.net/5K clients. So I'm going to go ahead and type it in again.
I know there's some questions coming in. Lem and Bill, do you want me to kind of take some questions while we go at this?
Yeah, go ahead. Take some questions.
Sure. Now, some of you asked whether this involved networking. Okay, I can tell you personally, I don't do that. Okay, because I don't like going to, what are those meetings called? BNM or something? There's a meeting here. It's a big one. Some kind of meetups or, BNI, that's right. I've been to them, totally hated it. Okay, if that's your thing, guys, you guys can go do that. It may be a new revenue for you, a new stream for you. But I don't do that, okay? What I do is basically attracting clients to come to you, guys. Because that's what I do. I don't want to chase people. They're the ones that are coming to me, and they're the ones who want to win me, okay? So if you guys want to do networking, I'm not going to teach that because I don't like that stuff. If you're good at it, you can do it, okay? So you guys can keep on submitting questions, but I kind of want to really get back to the idea of disposable income, okay? I don't know if you guys have actually heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, okay? He actually talks about the idea of assets versus liability, okay? And he puts it this way, okay? Poor people actually use their disposable income to buy liabilities, okay? Cars, new TV, and things that really won't turn really won't turn the profit. Okay, rich people, they buy assets, they buy investments. Okay, things that will help them to generate thousands and tens of thousands of dollars going forward. Okay, guys. So the question you got to ask yourself is today is what kind of income are you spending? What kind of disposable income are you spending it on? When was the last time you spent like say $2,000? Was it on like a TV, or was it on like a vacation? I mean, did that help you generate like 3K, 5K, 10K, 15K clients? Right, guys? Or even some of you.
I can answer that question now. No, just got back from a long vacation. It did not generate income.
Exactly, exactly. And so that's the deal about disposable income. You can either really invest into asset to grow your income, or you cannot. Okay, guys. And so as I've shown you here, this is a pre-launch price only, $1997, and after the July 2nd, the price is going to increase, and that's also when the course is going to start. So we're actually starting in a couple of days. So if you want to start to get high-ticket clients, then this is what you want to do. Okay. So this is the link. I think Bill actually sent the link. Okay, and I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, for some of you here, I know that you really want to get on. You're really excited, but you're kind of really considering the price. And this is what I want to tell you why. Okay, the reason why I didn't price this course at like $27 ebooks or like $99 ClickBank products is because I had two choices, right? When I decided to do this course, okay, I can either sell it real cheap, like the majority of ClickBank or JVSU products, right? But that's really not going to do a lot of good for you. If I keep it cheaper, first of all, you're not going to value it. I mean, how many $97 products have you bought and you've done nothing with it? Okay, and that's the deal, right? That's not going to be good for you. And secondly, I won't be able to devote as much time and my resources to helping you. I mean, if there are like hundreds and hundreds of people coming on the webinars, I won't be able to answer all the questions, okay? And so I really want to work with people who are high caliber, who understand the idea of investing in themselves to grow their business. I want to work with those people and get on the webinars and help them and to really answer the questions and things like that, okay? So for people who are asking on the webinars, is there going to be replay mode? Everything is going to be recorded, and everything, if you can't get on those times, then you can also get on the webinars, and it's also a way for you to submit questions before the webinar so you can actually get your questions answered. So it's going to be really interactive, so you won't feel stuck, okay, guys? So that's my two choices when I got this course, to keep it higher price, to work with higher caliber people, so I can answer more of the questions, invest more time into you. Does that make sense, guys? So those were my two choices, okay? But here are your two choices right now, okay? Your two choices is that you can say, you know what? Choice number one, you can say, you know what, Emmanuel, Bill, and Lem, I'm going to get started right away, and I'm going to start changing my business and start taking it to the next level. I'm going to take action on and start landing those $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 clients. Okay, and not only that, you can be also part of the fast action bonus guys, where you can see my exact niches, exactly how it's done, lay it out to you, and also you can get my exact pre-framing scripts if you're those fast action bonus takers, okay? So you can be doing that with choice number one, okay? Or choice number two is you can say, you know what, forget about this, okay? I'm just going to go to bed and wake up tomorrow and stay stuck with the exact same situation, okay? You're going to keep working with those, I'm going to keep working with those low-paying clients, always bugging me, sucking the joy and life and freedom out of me. I mean, you can choose to do that as well. Okay, so those are your two choices, and I can't make those decisions for you. I've already made my decision, right? And I'm already doing this, right? So what choice are you going to do, right? What choice are you going to make, right? For those of you who haven't gotten the link, it's videoalpha.net/5K clients. So what you want to do is get on there so you can also get Bill and Lem's bonus, okay? And that's what you need to do. I think he put a chat. The link in the chat, okay? And here's my over-delivery guarantee for you guys, for those who are wondering, okay? Here's my over-delivery guarantee to you, okay? If you take action, okay, guys? I just want to make it an absolute no-brainer. If you take action on everything in this mastery program, okay, with proof, obviously, that you've done the work, you follow through what I taught you to do, and you still haven't at least recouped double your investment of this course, okay, then I will personally double your money back, fully guaranteed. Because why? Because I'm only happy if you make a profit. Okay, guys?
And
so now,
Wow, I don't know what to say about that one, but you putting it out there. How about that,
And
man?
that,
That's
guys,
awesome.
this is why, you know, we out of all the things, because we get approached by a lot of stuff, and this is one of the best things I've seen for lead generation and everything else, and he means it.
That's right, exactly. And so and here's the thing, right? So right now at the pre-launch price, you're investing 1997. Okay, so that's $2,000. If you go through the entire 4 weeks, okay, you do the work, you do exactly what I do. You know, you're getting on the webinars, you're getting your questions answered, you're plugging in. I don't see a reason why you will not be landing those 3, 5, 10K clients. Okay, I just don't see it because I told you guys, I've been doing this for 2 years. I dial it to a science. It's a process. It's a system. Okay, so if you will just do this and you don't get there, I'm going to double your money back. Obviously, you have to do the work. So this is why it's not one of those things where, you know, I think a lot of people get a disservice where they don't take action, and so they're like, okay, I'll just, you know, refund it and don't do anything like that. So what I want to do is really help you to be accountable and take action so you can reach your goals. Okay, because there's no point of me just, you know, saying, oh, okay, you guys just refund everything, you don't do anything, you know, that would be a bad coach. That will not be operating in integrity, because I know you guys have goals, I know you guys got dreams when you're asking yourself what you want to do, right? So this is my way of saying I'm here for you, I'm here to help you get results, and in the very remote chance, 99.999 chance that you're going to succeed, but the 0.00001 that you don't get there, listen, you can still profit with this course by me paying you $4,000 back. Okay, but honestly, I don't see that. Okay, if you really do it with proof. That's why I'm doing this, guys. And guys, you can understand this, okay? And this is a really important concept that really resonates with me, okay? And that's the idea that money replenishes, right? You guys can understand, right? The cool thing is every 2 weeks or every month, your clients pay you money, whatever that is, or you get a paycheck, money replenishes, right? Well, let me ask you a question. Does that happen with your time too?
Oh, no.
I mean, if you let's say you miss the soccer game of your daughter, okay, or you know you're so tied up in your business and you can't go on the honeymoon that you always wanted, or you can't really you know, spend time you want with your family. I mean, does you get those time back? No, it doesn't, right? Isn't that weird? So you see, money replenishes, but time never comes back. So what I'm suggesting to you is right now, if you invest the money right now, invest in yourself, okay? You're gonna get that money back anyway in 2 weeks, right? You're gonna get a paycheck, you're gonna get clients paying you back again. But if you invest in yourself right now, it's gonna save you a ton of time, put you on that fast track, and you start getting landing those 3, 5, 10, 15K clients, okay? You're not gonna be wasting your time, okay? And so you won't be able to, you don't need to trial and error and find a way to do that because your time won't come back. Okay, so the real question is this, guys. Is it worth gambling your time in a small investment like $2,000? I mean, when was the last time you spent $2,000? Probably on something really not important anyway, right? That really didn't generate you extra income, right? So is it worth gambling your time in a small investment, fully guaranteed, to check this out, which if it does even half of what I claim to do today, it'll pay for itself 2 to 5 times over. If you just land like one 5K client, okay, that's just gonna like pay for itself immediately. Do you see that, guys? So that's really the question. Do you want to gamble your time? Do you want to gamble kind of like your life away even, right? And so here's the deal, guys. At the end of the day, it's just this, okay? It's just money or excuses. There are two things in life. You cannot have both. You can either have money or you can have excuses, okay? So right now, you can get started and immediately transform your business and take it to 5 to 6 figures per month as you implement and take action, okay? Or you can simply make excuses and say, you know, why you can afford it and, you know, why you can't, you know, have the time to do this or, you know, and then, you know, you turn around and blow your money on things you don't need and on liabilities, right? Instead of growing your business. You can really do either of those two things, but, you know, whatever you do today or whatever excuse you want to use today, you know, that's fine, okay? But you gotta understand, you cannot have both. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'd rather have money so I can do the things I'm passionate about and do what I believe in than to, you know, make excuses and not get where I want to get. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah. I mean, you know, a bunch of people have some questions.
Okay.
The main question was as far as money on advertising and tools, and most of that is paid with paid traffic, is what they need funds for, correct?
Sure, that's right. So what you're going to learn how to do is you can actually get paid immediately first. Then once you're paid and those money are in your bank account, you can then decide, okay, how much of that am I going to portion for ads and how much is going to be my profit? So
Well,
let's say you land this $5,000 client, okay? You can say, okay, I'm going to keep half to run ads, and that's ample, more than enough to get massive results for your clients, okay, in 1 month's time, okay, from experience. You can even do like 1,500 or like, you know, that like, I mean, you don't even need like half. Most of the time you can even get, but if you want to really blow them away, depending on how you want to set it up, you can do that. But I can tell you on average, you can at least expect a 100% return. Okay, so let's say if you get a $5,000 client, if you spend like half, you just pocket 2,500, you're gonna be blowing them away with results. Okay, so you can even do like 1,500 or whatever, $2,000 if you want to be safe and make $3,000 profit. Okay, so that's what you're gonna learn how to do.
I think they were more asking as far as like getting the actual client side of it, how much funds are needed to for like via paid traffic or like that kind of stuff.
Um, I'm not sure if I understand the clients. I'm not sure if I understand the question properly. Do they mean that? Because I'm reading comments here. Does it mean that how much they need to spend on advertising? Is that the question?
Yeah, like there a couple of them are asking like as far as what they need to like for generating the actual clients via the paid traffic and the other methods.
Oh, sure. Okay.
How much
So inside week number one, that's what we're going to talk about, right? So week one is where let me just get into here.
yeah, like
Week one is
leads for himself. Yeah.
Yeah, so week one, I'm going to show you exactly how to attract those high-end clients. Okay, again, it's not going to be wasting you're not going to waste time networking and cold calling and sending bulk mail and all that kind of nonsense. Okay, I mean, I've done a lot of those things. Some people make it work, but it's not going to be that. Okay, I'm going to show you. There are obviously different ways you want to do it, but I'm going to show you one very powerful way where people are going to come to you. And obviously, I'm not going to reveal that method right here, but they're going to be coming to you, and all you need really every day, if you spend like maybe an hour a day for the entire week, you're going to have more than enough prospects to talk to that want to get your high ticket service. So I'll put it that way. Invest 1 hour minimum a day, so that's like 5 hours a week. Consistently do it for that week one, and you're going to have so many people to talk to, and you're going to pre-frame it right, and they're going to be attracted to you, and they want you to call them, and you're not cold calling them or anything like that. Okay? So that's what you let me just read
He said
more
to
of that.
invest in tools or advertising in week one for like themselves. That's what they were wondering specifically.
There are no tools you need to invest in terms of anything, in terms of prospecting and getting these clients. And when I say prospect, I don't mean you cold call them. I mean they coming to you. Okay, so the only thing you need is really what you have right now, like the internet connection. If you have that, then that's what you need.
Oh,
Okay?
cool.
And so like I'm not going to upsell you on all these other tools that it's okay. Literally, this is the end all and be all. Okay? You get on there and you take action on these methods, you generate those high ticket clients. Okay, and for those of you who are asking, some people ask, is that in writing? Okay, so when you actually make that purchase on, I'm assuming he's asking about the guarantee. Okay, so that guarantee is in writing. Okay, so when you actually go to the link that Bill and Lamp gave you, videoalpha.net/5K clients. Okay, once you start making that purchase, you're going to see that on the purchase page, and you're also going to see it on the complete page. So you can either screen capture that, print it, whatever. Okay, so that's there. Okay, this is not something that I give it and it's like a trick. Okay, this is totally unacceptable. As I told you from day one, this is something you absolutely have to operate under total integrity. Okay. And how and where are you going to get these high-ticket clients? Exactly, Leonard. That's what we're going to get into in week one. Okay, if you literally do that in week one, Leonard, and take action, that's how you're going to get those high-ticket clients. Okay.
And Rochelle was actually asking if there's specific niches or if it's a variety of niches that we're going to target.
Yeah, so what I'm going to show, obviously, the first 20 people who get in there, okay, they're going to know exactly the niches that I'm in, okay, and so they're going to be able to kind of, they want to follow suit, that's fine. But for others, I'm also going to give you some general guidelines in terms of which niche you want to go to. Obviously, you wouldn't want to be working with some niches who don't have the money and can't afford your services. But that's, I'll be breaking down in terms of what those are and, where like what they can expect and how to get into those niches and that kind of deal.
Right. No, exactly. I totally understand. My first customer was a pet groomer, so that's, that wasn't very much money. So,
For those of you who are asking, a lot of like specific tools like SEM Rush, Ahrefs, those are not necessary. To put it in a nutshell, guys, this is not a course teaching you about how to like do SEO. Okay, I'm not going to show you how to set up, how to do your white hat and content marketing and all that. This is about you having expertise. You're already getting clients, you're getting results, but you're not getting them to pay you 2, 3, 5, 10 grand. So I'm teaching you how to get those high-paying clients. Now, in case you're not there yet in your SEO game, the backup plan is use instant paid traffic, and you're going to look over my shoulder in bonus number 3, how I set that up. So even if your SEO game is not dialed in yet, you can still get paid instantly using the instant traffic secret weapon. Okay, and so I'm kind of covering you there. So again, guys, no extra tools, nothing. You get the course, you get on the webinar. Week 1 alone totally transforms your life. And if you want to scale to multiple 6 figures and upgrade your clients, that's week 2, week 3. If this is concise, to the point, if you implement it, it's where, I'm not stupid enough to offer a guarantee where I'm going to pay you $4 grand, on a course that only sells for 2. Okay, obviously, if I don't know my stuff works, I'm not going to offer that guarantee. Now, obviously, I'm not going to give you that guarantee if you just don't do anything and you just, ask for a refund. That doesn't help you. But if you really plug in and do the work, then there's really no reason why you.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's Canadian time, and it seems like his microphone went out. Bill, are you still around?
I'm here.
I tell you what, I think the secret society that grabbed him up because he's giving such a great offer. You guys out there, if you've been paying attention, you can notice how the passion that he has for making you go to the next level. Bill has pulled out that link for you, and if you have any more questions, just go ahead and shoot them out. We'll wait just until he comes back in. But from sitting here and listening to this, I was really amazed with all the things that he's bringing to the table. I know some of the stuff he's doing, and I'm like really ecstatic about it because, some of the things that he's going to teach you have never heard of, and that bonus that he's going to give as far as the value of his scripts and the niche, wow, that high ticket niche, that's got to be something important because I know there's a lot of times we are guilty of not sharing that stuff with you, but he's going to go all out and show you high paying tickets on these niches, which is awesome. It's amazing. So I just hope that you take advantage of this and do your thing. So I've seen a lot of great people comment on it, and I've even heard some people saying, "Wow, this was great," and that's amazing to hear. That's good to hear.
So some of you are saying, sorry to cut you off, Lem. There,
okay.
Some of them are saying they can't hear me. I'm not sure if it's just, am I back on, or can you guys hear me?
You're back on. You're back on now.
I see. Sorry, keep going, Lem.
Yeah, and I would just let them know that this is so valuable to take this. Like I said, note takers are money makers, but right now, action takers are going to rule the world. And if you are about to take action and buy what he's, going to give you and the value, this is amazing. Bill is going to go through this, like he said, with you guys. So it's not that you're losing out. And I just still can't believe the guarantee that he's giving you. That doesn't make any sense. Double your money? Come on, man. You gotta know. Hold on, Bill, calm down. You guys gotta understand. There's a lot of things out there on the market, and they never give you a double your money back guarantee. This only tells me it's working. It's working. He showed you proof of it. It's going to work for you, so he has no doubt about this. So, guys, you got to take that in consideration. Go ahead, Bill. I'll be quiet now.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I did this. That we talked about this in initial places because our whole target is to help people get as many customers as quickly as possible. That's the main thing. So if there's something we find that can do that, that's what we want to do. And then the second part of it is I'm going to personally go through it with you as well. That's our bonus. So I'm going to spend an extra 8 hours a week or whatever it is going through this and actually making sure that from the newest person to the seasoned person can get clients. Because that's the whole thing. I'm going to personally get 2 clients from it this month. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and show you how I did it. We're going to record everything. and make everything very hands-on. So.
And my last deal is, here we go. It's almost Christmas again. And you know some of you guys last year were in that position where you thought, man, the holidays. Some people hate the holidays because they're broke. It's true. I don't care who you are. That's the truth.
One more thing too before I forget. We're gonna have this will be up until Tuesday next week. So it's open for 1 week for you guys as well. So.
So Bill, let me just confirm this with you. So you're running a bonus for 1 week for your guys, right? So if they go through that link, they're gonna get that. So your bonus is only available for you for that 1 week. Is that right?
Yeah. So anybody that clicks the link and goes through and gets the course for 1 week, and then you'll get the bonus as well.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, because we start class on Thursday, right?
That's right.
You'll have to if you want
myself, Bill. I was like, what? Okay.
If you get it after Thursday, then you're gonna have to just watch the first one pre-recorded, and then you'll catch up with us in the secondary class.
Got it. Makes sense. Okay.
Right. And so guys, I just kind of really wrap this up, and then take some last minute questions, and then we're gonna really just kind of really wrap it up. Now, before I talk about I'm a normal guy, I just want to kind of talk about the tale of two people, right? Usually when we get on webinars like these, the two types of people. One is kind of like timid, or like, they really don't take action, but they like the idea. And the second is like the really go-getter. I want to get go, I want to get the results, and I want to cross the finish line. And so the question is, what type of person are you, right? If you're sitting on the fence on the left there and thinking, man, I'm gonna think about it, but you're thinking, I really want to get those results, then I would really encourage you to just get on our side right now, like this guy, going through the finish line and getting the results you want. Because guys, I want to show you that I'm just a normal guy. Okay, I've done like Yellow Pages ad, cutting them out and trying to pitch to local business owners, and done cold calling, hundreds of dials, and sending DVDs that didn't work. And I know where you guys have been at. Okay, I've done all those things, trying to work at a proposal for like 5 hours, and then they didn't even look at it, they didn't even care, because I didn't understand the frames, I didn't understand how to get it approached. And so if I, being a normal guy, okay, with 2 daughters and a wife and a regular family, like normal people like you, if I can start landing high ticket clients like $5,000 and 15 grand and 2 grand, 3 grand, post-dated checks like this, then it's something that you can do as well. Okay, if you were really if you really want to get the results that you want. So
Rochelle was asking if there was a PayPal option too.
Yeah, there is a PayPal option, and but is that option something that you want me to go? Because that's not the preferred way, obviously. But we can give out the link. I mean, I have that link. Let me just send it to you, Bill and Lem. If you guys think it's cool, we can use that option as well.
Yeah, Rochelle, if that's better. Whichever. Like, we always try to take care of everybody. So.
Okay. So it's just the tracking is a little bit different in terms of the bonus and all that. It'll be done in a more manual level. As long as you guys are okay with that, Bill and Lam, check out that page I just sent you. As long as you're okay with giving the bonus and things like that done manually instead of with the system I set up, then I don't mind giving out that link anyway.
Yeah.
In that link, it's coded with both of your IDs there too. So, so guys, this is it really. Okay, I really appreciate you guys coming on the webinar today. I know Lem and Bill's gonna wrap up with his final comments, but this is my last line. And if you still got any questions about the course, you can obviously ask Lem and Bill, send them an email, or what you can do if you're ready to order, but you just have one last question, what you can do is to call our secure voicemail line at 201-331-3422 and leave a detailed message there. And I basically clearly spell your full name, address, phone, email, and credit card number with the expiration and the CVV code. And the reason why I want you to do that is because, this is not the line where you just call and be like, oh, let's just work and that kind of deal, right? I already told you to work. I showed you to work. I even gave you a double money back guarantee if you take action. So this works, right? So what this is for people who really have some, last minute questions. They're ready to order, but they just want to have someone kind of like answer the questions. So if you want to do that, leave a voicemail there, or you can talk to Lem and Bill. But I really appreciate you guys coming on tonight, really participating. I really appreciate you guys. I have no doubts that a lot of you, as those of you participating and really getting on these, you can go great depths in landing high-ticket clients. So I really want to appreciate you guys coming on. And Bill and Lem, you guys take it over. If you want me to answer questions, I'll still be here.
All right, thank you. And I think we've done enough, Bill. What do you think?
I think
From
that's
what
it.
we've got, we still got quite a few people on. Yep, yep. And I just want to thank everybody for coming on tonight and listen to Emmanuel K. David spread his word, which is amazing word here. Guys, go take that offer up now. Classes start, I believe, Thursday. So let's get ready for that. It'll be exciting to get started. You guys, if you needed that extra link for the PayPal link, Bill will have that set up for you here shortly. I'm sure he's working on that. But with that being said, you guys, I want you to have a great night. Get ready to get started. Get those in right now so you can get your spot. Remember all the bonuses he's going to offer for you, and we hope you guys have a great night.
Bill, Lem, I just want to jump in there. Someone is asking for the PayPal link. Do you want us to kind of give that out right now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
Okay, awesome.
Yes,
So what you want to do,
yes.
guys, I'm going to put in the chat box, is you're going to go to ekdavid.com/IHTC Mastery. Let me put it in the chat box. This is the exact link. There are two buttons, okay, when you go to that page. Okay, let me just kind of walk you through, okay, right now as I go there.
John asked, yeah, John, the deal is good until it's 1 week. So till Tuesday next week, you'll get the bonus and then the training.
So guys, do you see this right now? IHTC Mastery, Lem, and Bill Special Access. So there's an option for one payment, 1997 through PayPal there, and there's also two payments of 1247. You can use that link as well. So that's the PayPal option, and that link is still good for the bonus with Lem and Bill. That's just something we'll we'll manually set you up instead of the other link where if you go through IHTC Mastery, and if you go through the pre-launch, if you use this particular system to order, then everything is going to be automatic and you're going to get things sent to you. But if you want to use the PayPal link, no biggie, we're going to manually send you the things. This is more used for a backup auction in case people want to in case some kind of server issue. I really set this up for that. So but both options are available to you. ekdavid.com/IHTC Mastery for PayPal, or you can also use the link that Bill and Lem sent you. So.
Man, I wish I had some pumped up music to end with this. I love it. That is amazing. Thank you, Emmanuel K. David. You're an amazing guy. Can't wait to start using your system. Can't wait to start working with you. And Bill, I hope you got all these links ready to send out and mailed as well. So, guys, get on that. Jump on it now, and we'll talk to you soon. If we don't have anything else to talk about, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night, and thank you, Emmanuel K. David, once again.
Thanks a lot, guys. Good talking to you. Have a good night, guys.